So what's an observation? Excellent. Okay, and how do we make observations?
By saying it, by looking at it.
With what? Okay, things you can see,
Taste.
taste,
Hear.
feel. Okay, with our senses. So observations are things you pick up with your senses. So, observe. What do you see?
Wood.
A long pole.
I think.
Okay.
An energy
All right.
bar.
Okay.
I see a right triangle.
Let's take, I like that one. I see an observation is a right triangle.
It's wooded.
Okay, made of wood.
And a white beam.
A beam that's white, okay. I heard energy car.
Seen that car.
Not necessary.
Okay. Okay. What other observations can we make?
The tiny thing.
There's a slope.
Marks.
There's a slope. We could also call that an incline. Okay. I heard there's markings. Where are there markings?
On the wooden thing.
Okay, on this incline, right? There's a slope incline and it has markings. Do we know anything about the markings? People up close. Anything you can say about the markings?
It's equally spaced. Looks like.
Okay, they appear to be equally spaced.
They're 5 centimeters apart
How do you know that?
because it says on the wooden thing.
Right. Okay, with markings, 5 centimeters apart. Other observations?
Not really.
You can like change the slope on the side.
Okay, slope can be changed.
There were blue things on it.
Okay, what are the blue things?
I can't tell from back here.
Anybody who's up closer can see?
Was that this car? The little blue thing at the bottom?
Are they those photo things?
This thing?
Oh, that is the car.
Oh,
right
that's
there.
a-
Okay. Okay, so there's a car.
You already have energy car. We gotta have energy.
Oh. But there's an actual car. It's a blue car.
Right, because I wrote energy car because it says it right there.
Well, that's, now I'm saying there is a car.
Yeah, so I put car.
Blue car.
A car that's blue.
Yeah.
It smells
All
like
right.
plastic.
Made of.
All right.
It smells like plastic.
Anything else as far as observations go?
There are
Things that we
knobs
can
on the bottom.
see. Okay, they're knobs, and they're blue too, right?
Yeah.
That thing was.
That white. That
Can be
white-
used to measure something.
Looks like you can adjust how inclined you want the,
Yeah, we got that. The white pole has a base. That's wood.
Okay, there's a stand with a base. All right. Our learning goal today that we are focused on is designing an investigation using science process skills. Step 1 of all science process skills is to make observations. Okay? All science begins with observations. Simple things that we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch. Okay? Now that we have looked and seen these observations, okay, the next thing that I want to ask you is what on here, what are things that we could measure about this system? Okay, so this is a system, and a system is nothing more than a specific space or area or thing that we are studying. Okay, so within this system, what types of measurements can we make? What could we measure? What's measurable when it comes to this system? Okay, Sky, do you have an idea, something that we could measure?
Distance
Distance where? Be a little more specific. Distance about what?
across the beam.
The distance across, are you talking this one or this one?
The other one.
Okay, the ramp?
Yeah.
Okay, so are we okay call this a ramp?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so we'll say we can measure the distance of the ramp. Okay? All right, Tasia, you got another idea? What's something else we can measure? Okay, will you think of something and I'll be back to you next. Okay? Sam?
The middle,
The stand?
yeah.
Okay, so we can measure the height of the stand. Okay? All right, Tasia, got an idea? Something else we can measure. Can I give you a hint? What about the car? Something we could measure relating to the car? The speed of the car? Okay.
Measure the length of the car.
Okay, we can measure the length of the car. Okay. What else can we measure, Brooks?
Measure where the ramp is from on the whiteboard, like how far it is off the ground. That's about kind of on the whiteboard. Like,
Starting from
How high the,
how high the
pole
ramp
is.
is on the whiteboard.
Okay, right, height of ramp.
The degree it's inclined.
Okay, that's bad spelling, but anyway, height of ramp.
High top ramp. Height of.
Yeah, I have to fix it. Along the pole, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the height of the ramp on the pole. Tristan. Okay, how long it takes? How long it takes a car to travel down? Okay.
The degree of incline.
Okay, so the degree, you're thinking like the angle? Okay, all right. Okay. Other things that we can measure? What else could we measure? Come on over here. This side has been quiet. Caitlin, put your phone away.
How tight the wheels are.
Okay, well, I
The
have
mass of-
legs.
Oh, the mass of it.
Hey, good idea.
Thank you.
All right, so mass of car. Okay. Is there anything else we might think of? Keely.
Density.
Density of what?
Car.
Density of the car. Okay. Any other thoughts, ideas relating to measurement? All right, I have a question.
The incline of the ramp.
Would that hit it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, what's speed?
How fast something is.
What does that mean, how fast something
Time
is?
to take it from one destination to another.
The time it takes to get from one destination to another. Anybody got a better definition?
Can't get much better than that.
I think you pulled it off once. That was pretty good.
I know, that was pretty good, wasn't it? All right, time it takes to get from one place to another. How do you measure it?
In meters or miles per second?
Depends on how.
Or per
Well, okay, well, you said two things.
Yeah, miles for Americans. Meters for everybody else.
Okay,
SI.
all right, right. Okay. So, but you also mentioned something else. So miles and meters are both the same thing, right? Same measurement, two different measuring systems. Okay, we'll stick with meters because we're like everybody else.
But I like units.
Okay. But what other unit did you mention?
Seconds.
Seconds. So we have meters and we have seconds. Meters measures what? What does meters measure? What? Length, distance, right? And Eli said is the distance from one spot to another. And what do seconds measure?
Seconds.
Time. Okay. So speed has multiple dimensions to it. So keep that in mind. Okay? Keep that in mind about speed, and we'll come back to that. All right. Next, we have one more list that we need to make. In this next list is things that can change. Okay? Things that are changeable. Okay? And I think I'm going to move this a little bit. Okay. So that the pole isn't right there in front. Okay, Anthony, was that a hand?
Yeah.
Something that we can change.
The angle of the ramp.
Okay. All right. Skylar.
Looks like the length of the distance being traveled.
Okay, distance the cars travel. Okay. All right. Andrew?
Where the car is on the ramp.
Okay, location of car on ramp. Okay. Matt?
How heavy the car is?
Oh my god.
Mass of the car.
I thought you said mass and weight are the same thing.
Uh-oh.
Look at that advantage already.
Here you go. Okay, can somebody help?
I got this.
Do you guys want to get those paper towels right there by Tristan? Okay.
Do you want me to record?
Pause it for a moment.
Yeah. Take two.
Take two. I lost my marker somewhere along the way.
Somewhere along the journey.
Oh well. All right. I'll take another one. Okay. Let's come back.
I'll show you later.
All right. More things that we can change. Okay. What? Can we? Okay. The speed of the car.
How long the car is?
Length of car. As long as we're talking about the car, can I show you guys this? Do you see how there's like little spaces here?
Add weight to it.
Yeah, so you can add weight to the car, but what else could you do? Besides adding weight?
Take weight out. Make this car smaller.
Well, I could change the location of the weight, right? Have it in front, middle, or back. Okay? Yeah, so definitely we'll put that up there. And that's just so it's kind of small to see. Okay? The location of mass within the car. Yes, Tristan.
The length of the ramp.
The length of the ramp.
Did we already say that? No, I thought I said.
I said in my head, so.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Okay. Well, we have the distance the car travels, so similar. But that's okay. We're generating a list of ideas and thoughts. Anything else that can be changed? Okay, the slope.
The first one.
Never mind.
Angle.
Right, that was angle up here, so we can add that's the same as the slope of the incline, the slope of the ramp. Yes.
Maybe the conditions we're in? Like if
Okay.
there's wind?
All right. Environmental conditions. Gentlemen, can you stop talking so much? Thank you. It's the chatter from the back. All right. Anything else that can be changed?
Lots of things can you change, like, would make a difference.
Well, within the system. Well, whether we're not saying whether it makes a difference or not. Can it be changed?
The humidity of the air.
What?
It's the humidity of the air.
Okay, well, I think that fits environmental conditions.
The color of the car.
Okay.
The material that
That's not gonna
the
make a difference.
ramp.
I told you.
Okay, the material of the ramp.
Material of the car?
The material of the air.
Of the ramp or the car.
If it's in space, you're
Okay.
You just said that too. Whether you're in space. if you're in
Environmental
space.
conditions. Yep. We'll just house that under that typical one. Yes. Okay. What about on the stand? Can we alter where it's attached?
Wouldn't that be the angle of the ramp?
Angle of ramp.
Ah, I just want to know if you guys knew that was connected.
Get connected.
Is that?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, they're connected.
Does that change the angle?
Yes.
What time do we go watch?
Okay.
Not the 90 degree angle.
All right. Not the 90-degree angle. Yes. Okay. All right. So, do we like this? We made up 3 really good lists. So, well done.
Yeah.
Go through a whole lesson on what science process skills are because you've been learning them since you were in elementary school. So I'm asking you to apply what you already know. But before we move to the application stage, let's talk about variables. What are variables in scientific investigations? What types of variables are there? What are the names of variables you've heard? Okay, so we have something called an independent variable and a dependent. Okay, and the independent, and we often abbreviate this as the IV. What is the independent variable? If I can provide a hint. What's an independent variable? It's the thing you change, right? It's what you purposely change. The independent variable is the one purposely changed. Okay? I like to think of it, I'm an independent person, and I have independently chosen that this is going to be the thing that I will change in my experiment. Okay? That's the independent. You as an independent person have chosen that particular thing to manipulate, to move around, to change. So then what was that other variable that we heard? People said it. It's the dependent variable.
And now the control.
This is the ramp.
Sorry, my brain stopped working there for a minute. And dependent variable, we always call it, it's the DV. And then I heard control. All right, we have the control variables. Okay, what's a dependent variable?
Something that stays the
Can't
same.
control. No, something you can't control, it's what you measure.
Okay, right. And it's the effect you're looking for. It's the thing you're measuring. Not to say that you can't measure your independent. Your independent can definitely be measured, but your dependent is it's that result that you're looking for. It's what you're trying to find out. Does changing the independent have an effect on the dependent? Okay? So we often call this the responding variable. Okay? Responding. Does it change? Okay? Does it change? That's the thing that we're looking for. Okay?
We call controlled stimuli, controlled response.
Yes, but that tends to be more biology or like psychology types of experiments. There's way more than just this. This is like the basics. Okay? And we're just going to start, we're going to keep things simple. Okay? Your control variable, what defines a control variable?
Something that doesn't change.
That you control.
Okay, you control it, you keep it the same. It has the ability to change. It can be changed. You're choosing not to. You're choosing to keep it the same. Try that again. Can change. Choose to keep the same. Okay? So it's something that can be changed, but you choose to keep it the same. All right. So your experiments, and you can stop the video because that's just my intro.